Alrighty, y'all. So today's arm day. We got our walk in this morning, and then finished up my little electrical project yesterday, or at least thought I did. Had everything ran, hooked up. I would check power at the outlets. I'd have power at the outlets, but I'd plug something in and just wouldn't turn on. And basically, what had happened is I was using an old supply line that was already there for a gazebo that had previously existed in our backyard. And, well, come to find out, it, at some point in time, underneath the ground where it was buried, it had arced out and melted. And so, even though it was showing I had voltage there, the second you try to draw a load on it, there wasn't enough wire still remaining to actually create a circuit. So it was just dropping voltage. It'd go from 122 down to freaking like 75. So it el no bueno. So I ended up having to dig up the supply line today, and then pull up all the old conduit, replace all the old conduit, run new wire, rehook everything back up, and yeah, now the project's done though. So now my pond stuff is all on a switch to its own outlet, and then I've got another switch that runs over to the outlet that's along my fence line now for the lighting that I have running along the fence side. So it's going to look real good once the curb and planter stuff gets done and I get around to pouring the slab here and getting the fire pit moved over to there, and then probably going to end up doing like a gazebo on top of that slab, but in future time. So today I've just been at it already, just solid since like 9:30. Didn't drink any water like an idiot, so, but we've got 50 pounds on here now. Ooh. I started 20, went 30, 40, 50, I think it's 50. 20, 30, 40, 50, yeah. And we hit 15 reps there. So we're going to go ahead and move that up to 60. We'll hit one more set for 15 reps. And then we'll move on to our second exercise here for biceps and get that all knocked out. So let's go ahead and hit this. I'm trying not to take too much rest in between these sets. Keep the volume up, intensity higher. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. 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 Woo. That's all we got, 60 pounds. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the next exercise going. I'll bring you guys back for the last set on that. Alright, so, doing incline dumbbell curls, the second movement here. I went ahead and did my first few sets, 5, 10, 15, 20. And now I've got the 25s, so it'll definitely end up being our last set. We're doing these at 15 reps as well. So, oh, oh, ooh, 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 oh man. Those things are brutal. If you don't do like an incline curl variation, whether it's with dumbbells, or maybe like a band behind the bench, or you could use your cable stack, you are missing out. It is such an effective way to target the bicep because it puts everything in such a big stretch. So, if you haven't tried them before, gotta give them a shot. Knock these things out. But start the weight down fairly low comparatively and just kind of work your way up to where it's comfortable because you're going to notice you're a whole lot weaker doing them. So, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next curl variation and then we'll go ahead and move on from there. But I'll bring you guys back for the next set of those. Alrighty y'all, so we moved on to easy bar curls, palms down. So we've had our palms up, our neutral grip, and now our palms down variation. And started with just a bar, 25 pounds, then went 45, 65, and now we're going to hit 85 pounds. We're doing these for 15 reps. That's what we're going to shoot for here. Definitely feeling pretty fatigued, but that's on my own fault. I haven't drank any water today, haven't really taken a break or anything, so just constantly running around the house to get that electrical stuff done has added up today, and it's affecting the workout, but that is on my own fault. That last rep was shit, but that's all I got. That's all I have. So, now that we're done with biceps, we're going to go ahead and move on to triceps now. We're going to start with tri press down. So I'm going to work through the stack on that. I'll bring you guys back for the last set of tri press downs. Alright, so we're on our last set here for tri press downs. Started at 40 pounds, now we're at 80 pounds. And we're going to try for 15 reps here. 70 pounds is already a task, so I don't expect these to be very pretty, but it is what it is today, guys. We're just struggling through it, grinding it out. That's all I got. That's all I got. I can feel some tension in the tricep on my right arm. So I think we're just going to go ahead and leave it off there. I don't want to injure myself. It's probably just because I'm super dehydrated. Everything's just dry and it feels just extra tight. So you gotta remember, when you're dehydrated, everything's a lot more crunchy and not very well lubricated. Everything needs to be hydrated to move fresh and freely. So when you're super dehydrated, you do get a lot of joint pain, you get a lot of tendon pain, your ligaments get angry. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it off there. We got through 3 of our arm movements. We got tri press downs in. I do feel like I have a decent pump for not really only getting 4 sets in on this, but it is what it is. Sometimes just not going to feel the best when we get into the gym. So I still came in, I pushed as much as I could without making sure we get an injury. So I'll take it. Biceps feel pretty toast. The pump started to feel pretty good, but it went away really quickly. So another sign that I just haven't consumed enough water today. So it is what it is, man. But with that, make sure you guys are out there, you're working toward your goals. Most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.